Say it, Ralph.
No, Ralph.
Say it.
All right, welcome to the game of 5th edition D&D. I'm currently making an event called the Shop of Curiosity.
It's an elaborate ruse.
It's a trap. So the premise is simple. You come in, you trade what you want, and whatever you ask for, she will do her best to give them to you. However, they won't always come out the way that you expect, or sometimes in worse ways and sometimes in better ways. So, Myra, you're in your sanctuary to the south of Illumina, and this caravaner is just going to enter your sanctuary, and she seems strange because she's a bit of a caster, but you notice that she doesn't really seem to care that the chaos magic is in the area. And she goes on to making stuff anyways. And you notice that they do have magical properties, but they don't seem to be activating right away, which is kind of weird.
She making that in the sanctuary?
Yeah, she's making a potion right now.
Well, if she's using magic for that, Myra would go up to her and tell her, like, I'm sorry, you can't do that here because this is dangerous, you know?
Oh, I know.
Well, you cannot put everyone else here in danger for casting magic. I ask you to not do that.
But I'm not.
What do you mean you're not?
Well, no one's blowing up, now are they?
Well, no, but it's somewhat randomized, you know? So this is nothing you can really control, so I would like you to not cast magic.
No, I'm going to continue doing this because this is how I make my money. And it's not hurting anyone. I mean, as far as I know.
Well, I know a place where you can do that. So, would you want to come with me, and I can bring you to where it's actually safe to cast like magic? That would be close to the Smith in the city of Illumina. So, would you be willing to come with me?
Nope.
Okay, that is a problem. Oh, geez, what do I do?
You can go invite people to come buy my wares, or buy my wares. I have many interesting things to sell.
Okay, let's do the following thing then. You stop for 20 minutes, 30, and wait for me until I come back with possible clients. Sounds good? Okay, you stop.
She's just stirring.
Stop.
But I've already started.
Can you not pause this like an online game?
No.
Can you not pause this? No.
No, because then the magic will die.
Well, can you not restart it? I mean, you seem like a pretty gifted woman that has done this many times.
Will die.
I'm not sure I understand, but I don't want anyone to die, so I'm gonna go get the others. And she like turn around and almost run away because she's kind of scared of that lady, and she can't stop her from casting magic, and that's not really cool. So she's gonna go back into the city, into the guild hall, asking for like people to help her because there's a strange lady that just showed up and she won't stop casting magic.
Okay, so I'll have everyone introduce their characters then, because I'm assuming you guys are taking interest.
What a great intro.
So we'll start with Chapo.
All right. My name's Chapo. I'm one of the Academy DMs here at the UAG. I am playing a character that everybody hates to love and loves to hate. It'll be Ralph.
I guessed wrong.
That's it. Did you think I was going to kook you?
All right, Matt.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Adrian. He's going out there because one of the guild members is raising a big stink about a woman doing magic around Illumina.
Okay. Sandra, why don't you give a fuller detail of your character?
Yeah. So the slightly distressed wood elf is Myra. She is 4'5" tall. A druid of the grasslands, 5th level, and a cleric of life, 4th level. She is usually spending her time in the sanctuary in the forest, which is like 10 minutes to the south of Illumina, and that's basically I think 8 times hallowed space in the forest. She is currently really concerned with the health of everyone, especially since the chaos magic is a big threat to everyone, and that's why she's kind of losing her mind right now, and this weird lady won't stop casting magic. And that's it.
All right. Next is Ty.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm playing Scribe. Scribe is a former human, now a revenant, who is a monk, bard, rogue, warlock, and somehow it works. And as usual, Scribe's just kind of here to kill people.
Hopefully there's a lack of that. All right, Will.
Yes, hello, my name is Will. I will be playing Artoria Pendragon, also known as Saber for our Fate fans out there. And she is a little different than she was just 2 episodes ago. She stepped into the Fountain of Youth and has regressed to I believe it's 14 years old. Back to a time before she actually found Excalibur. So the cost for pulling the sword from the stone has been lifted from her, and she is now free to pursue other avenues in this strange land of Airywood.
All right. So the situation seems to be simple enough. There's some strange lady pulling a strange caravan and wagon, doing strange magic in the sanctuary.
Right. Kill strange lady, loot strange magical items, call it a day. Gotcha.
If that's how you want to proceed.
Not sure we should just randomly go around and kill other people.
It's not random.
No, actually it's not random at all. It's just the lady with the casting of the spells. No, I'm just messing around. It's all an elaborate ruse. We're going to die.
Well, if this is how the city of Illumina deals with that, I don't know.
No, I don't think the city of Illumina just goes around killing people for casting magic, although it's probably not a good idea. Are we all together now, or are we going to meet up somewhere?
I'm at the guild hall where I asked for people to help me with the strange lady that will not stop casting magic in the sanctuary.
And was Adrian there at the time? Or do we need to go to somewhere
I don't know
else?
if he was there.
Yes, Adrian. Are you there? Matt, is Adrian at the guild hall?
Probably he steps in from time to time, every so often.
Okay, cool. So, then this sounds like a job for Archmage Man.
Or we could just, there is another Archmage. You could go to Jebediah.
Well, yeah, you could. But I'm not really sure I could juggle 2 characters at one time. I can try if you want.
Well, is anyone helping me?
Yes, I'll go along.
Yeah, I'll go. Artoria will stand
It'll
up.
be fun.
Ralph will go with you.
Well, then, let me lead you back to the strange lady, but be prepared. She's not really one to talk to. No. She'll walk ahead and lead the way.
All right. It's not that far away. About an hour to get into the sanctuary.
I
And the
thought it was 10
wagon.
minutes.
We can compromise on an hour and 10 minutes.
Ooh.
30, and that's my last offer. No. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, we'll do 30 and Remus's soul.
The guild is
Whoa.
on the north side of the city.
Fuck. Why is Remus in here again?
It takes about a half hour, 40 minutes just to get to the gate.
Oh, okay then. That's fair.
Well, while we're walking, Scribe's going to glance from Myra to Artoria, or Artoria, whichever one her name is. And then Scribe's going to use her Mask of Many Faces to change her hair to red.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right? Talk about a triple threat.
Yeah.
Technically,
it's the
I got a
way
40,
that it,
I got a 41.
yeah.
And suddenly, there are 16 direwolves all around you.
So we're going to go kill some lady who's casting spells, huh? Like this one?
Says the lady who's casting a spell to change her hair color. That's great.
You got a 41 on the second die or the first die?
The first die.
Yeah, roll another die.
Percentile?
Yeah.
72.
As soon as the file opens, I'll tell you what happens.
Do we all get a cold drink? Because that one's come up more than once.
No, that's 76.
Oh.
Oh, this one's not a bad one. It's a weird one, but it's not a bad one. Hummingbird. The target gains the ability to levitate for brief periods. The ability to levitate lasts for 10 minutes, but the person can only hover 1 foot off the ground at most, and can only hover for a number of rounds equal to the caster level.
Okay.
It was a cantrip, so would that be level 1?
No, his
That wording doesn't make sense.
This is taken from an older edition of D&D. Caster level just means his
Character level?
Yeah, it's character level of the classes that have spells.
Oh, okay.
So, which is only 3. But it only lasts 10 minutes, so we'll be wherever we're going by that time.
Doesn't matter.
I can just see
Myra
Scribe
would gasp.
walking down the street like
This is more of
hands.
if this comes up in combat, it's more of that.
But the Scribe's hair still turned red.
Yeah, but there's nothing to the spell.
Oh, okay.
You just cast magic.
Yeah.
You know that no, don't, you should not do that. That endangers people. And this is the very reason we're going to this woman, because she doesn't stop casting magic and endangering everything around her.
Well, first of all, I'm already dead, so I don't care or worry about myself. And people, yeah, I don't really care about people too much.
Well, you should not cast magic. Well, you could have hurt us all. I don't understand. How can you be so selfish?
God, government regulations.
Just to tell you, the one before it was I assumed everyone's kind of walking in line. You would have hit the person left of you with the energy bolt, and the one after would have turned your skin red for several hours.
That could be useful, actually.
I'm an orc. Rawr.
Red makes it go faster.
Well, we're not going to be really convincing if we're going to cast magic in front of the person that we're telling not to cast magic to, you know?
But we're not even there yet.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, if she doesn't care about anything else, wouldn't that...
Oh my god,
That
you're
doesn't
so
mean she's gonna
lawful.
stop.
Quiet.
I've already levitated myself away.
Yeah.
She's like, la la la, fuck this bitch, la la la.
It's
No,
more like
she
she
didn't say
float
that.
hopped away.
Yeah, she float hopped away in the direction we're supposed to go.
So has your alignment become like lawful nagging or something?
No. No, it's just this effect. She would not be that way if it wasn't for like chaos magic actually affecting other people. And that is something that she cannot deal with. That is something you should not willingly endanger other beings.
So neutral nagging.
She's neutral good.
Yeah,
Same difference.
neutral nagging, same thing.
Sure.
All right. So eventually, you guys arrive in this sanctuary, which is just a simple forest area just outside of Voluma. And this quirky little, I wouldn't call her a halfling, but she's quite small and doesn't possess many traits of a gnome or a halfling or even a dwarf. But it's a small creature, to say the least, and is sitting on this wooden stump. Not one that's created from one of the trees, but that she just seems to carry around. And you see she has a bunch of tools around her. Wood carving tools, painting supplies, stuff like that. Alchemy, herbalism. And she's just minding her own business until your presence is kind of informs her that you're here. And she'll look over to you and she says, customers. I knew you'd get me them.
So are you like the evil, horrible lady who's going to doom everybody to a gruesome death or something?
I mean, not intentionally.
Stop casting magic now.
Come on, she's not bothering anybody. I mean, okay, so
Yeah.
she is
How
kind of
far
in Myra's
down
sanctuary, but I mean, that's about the extent of it, really.
I just want her to stop casting magic so Myra will shut up.
How far out of town are we?
About 30 minutes.
So technically, we're still within Illumina's jurisdiction.
How many in feet?
Let me get the calculator. 30 times 10 times.
Are you really calculating how many feet they are from,
Yeah.
like, Illumina's walls?
Yeah.
You're 108,000 away from Illumina.
Feet?
Adrian will just turn to Myra and say, "We are way too far away from the city for anything she does to affect anyone in the city."
Well, so you're not going to do anything about that?
No,
We're-
chaos magic is always localized on the person that casts it, and it does not have that far of a reach.
So we're more than 20 miles from Illumina?
May have done the math wrong, but you're 30 minutes away.
That would be a fast walk.
Yeah.
Most people can travel half a mile in 30 minutes.
Yeah, half a mile, that's way more than enough. You just need to be more than 200 feet away from the city gates.
Right, well, 1 mile is 5,280 feet.
Yeah.
So if you half that, you're looking at 2,640 feet. So, I mean, yeah, even if you're walking at a relatively leisurely stroll as a adventurer, half a mile in 30 minutes is nothing.
Yeah.
So this lady who was a danger to no one is now a danger to all these people that were brought here.
Yeah, because
I knew it was an elaborate ruse.
Well, she will not stop casting magic here, and I can't tell her to go away because she won't. So.
I have a question.
She is in no danger to anyone in Illumina. She is only danger to the people that decide to stick around her.
Well,
Like
I
us.
live here.
Okay. Question. Is this sanctuaried area, this is like open to the public? It's public land? Or
Yeah.
does it technically belong to Myra?
No, it's public.
I mean, she can claim it if she wants. No
Well, then
one
she'd
will
have to
deny
buy it.
her.
No, it's specifically open for anyone who seeks shelter.
Okay, well, she's seeking shelter. I don't understand what the problem
Yeah,
is.
but by casting her magic, she's endangering everyone else who's seeking shelter.
There's nobody else here but us.
There's
Perception roll.
And
Just-
we weren't here
just
until
like
you brought us
Why?
here.
How is this game becoming against me? What the fuck? What's going on here?
Okay, so I got a 24 total on perception. Is there anybody around except this
I mean,
threat that's not really a threat and us?
I mean, from what you can see inside the sanctuary, there's about 13 other people.
Okay, are they within OMG, we're all going to die range of this caster lady?
Yeah, which is like 50 feet.
Probably not.
Hmm.
I mean, there's 480 feet of land of safety, and they're probably 100 feet away or more.
Yeah.
People just kind of keeping to themselves.
Well, I
the city's
mean,
not far away.
I would too stay away from the caster lady when she's casting blatantly. So, there's that. So obviously these people are smart. But I mean, like if it's public use land, you really can't tell somebody not to use the land.
Yeah, has the city council made it illegal to cast magic in and around Illumina or something?
In Illumina, the Mages Guild highly discourages it. Right, Adrian? Am I saying that right?
Well, the council hasn't really done anything formal. Like, there is a smith that is making magic things, and a bunch of people around that smith making magic things. So,
And there's kind of a light ban on it, but it's more like a use at your own risk.
yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it like unless it's dire circumstances, it's not a good idea, and if something happens, you have to pay restitution either way?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
Something
basically
like
what
that.
came out?
Yeah.
Well, end of story. You don't really have to stick around. I understand that this is none of your business. I'll see what I can do with her. Thank you for coming.
I mean, I do make magic things too.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Well, what kind of magic things?
Well, I've been to and fro from other places, we'll call them. And, well, I mean, I can make anything you want, really. I take gold, I take other magic items, some more personal things. It's really up to whatever you want to trade.
More personal things?
Well, sometimes it's a bit of your strength, a bit of your health, perhaps some intelligence you don't want. Maybe you need to be a little less disagreeable or confident. Some people don't like pieces of themselves.
so much want to say something that ends with the word Remus.
Can you give people more intelligence or more strength or more, make them more dexterous?
Through magic items, yes. But this place is kind of weird, and the magic is altered in some way.
Yeah, it's chaos magic, and that's why Myra's so concerned.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame her, but there's benefits to it as well, I've noticed.
Like,
So, I mean, it's kind of risky, but you could get more than what you bargained for.
Mm.
I'm not really sure I follow you. What do you mean? The risk could have benefits. The only thing I've seen the chaos magic do is summon a dire wolf, turn a guy. Was it blue? It was a color. It wasn't clear. It wasn't. Artoria wasn't around when Adrin got turned to like clear skinned and you could see all his organs and everything.
Yeah, but he also had turned gray.
No, I don't think it. I don't think it was Adrin.
Mhm.
But
Well, been Aelwyn.
My magic isn't affected the same way as your magic is.
how is that? Wait, how is that possible that you aren't affected by the same chaos as everyone else?
Oh, I'm affected by the same chaos. It just affects my magic differently from yours.
Are you not tied to?
I'm
Wait.
not tied to this plane. I'm from somewhere
Really?
else.
Oh.
Yeah, but shouldn't you still be tied to the weave?
Yes, that's why I said the chaos magic affects it. It's just not in the same way as yours.
Mm.
Holy shit.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever made a magic item before?
Yeah. Mm,
I don't care. What goods do you have for sale?
Again, whatever we want. Healing potions, explosives, swords, armor, belts, hats. I'll
You
give
have
you
guns?
whatever.
Lots of guns?
What the heck's a gun?
This, and Scrab will show her one.
Do you legitimately have a gun?
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's got a flintlock pistol.
yeah.
Oh,
She has a hand cannon.
she looks at it and she says, "Oh, one of those." Well, I mean, I could try. I've never seen one before, but I think painting one would be pretty easy.
Can you make a pair of boots that cast the spell haste so I don't have to?
Maybe.
I just want my sword back.
So, I guess the best way to put it is, who's
You
ready to
paint
gamble?
magic.
I paint magic items. I can make them.
That's what
Essentially, I make art and they turn into things.
Interesting.
And what's your name?
Cecilis? I'll
Say
spell it.
Celise? Well, at least it's not a Chiss name, because, reasons.
How
So,
much?
is that what you want?
Yeah. How much do you want
Ooh.
in platinum?
In platinum. I don't think platinum's gonna work. I think I'm gonna need other magic items.
Let me see what I thought.
She just starts kicking her feet.
I got this paper goat.
Is
Did you
it,
just say paper goat?
So, what's it do?
21 goats to loot.
Oh.
It's
Each goat is a...
Is it an origami goat?
It's like a paper shimigami. You rip it and it summons 21 goats that do magic missile damage to as many targets as you declare, but they have to make attack rolls.
Okay, so she says, consumable won't work for a permanent item like that. I need something like a wand or a staff.
Not giving you my staff. I can give you. I got this magical longbow.
That'll work.
Okay. I give her my +1 longbow that does lightning damage.
She puts it in this clay pot, and she pulls out her paintbrush and taps it, and it turns into this. It just dematerializes and slops into this paint inside the pot. She has a canvas out already, and she starts dipping her paintbrush into it and starts painting it onto the canvas. She eventually starts making these boots. As she's making these boots, I'm going to have you roll a percentile dice, and you can call higher or lower.
I'm gonna say I'm feeling higher.
Okay, roll.
Ooh, it was 29.
Okay. Roll me another percentile. You can call again.
I'm gonna stick with higher. Ooh, 75.
Okay. Okay. Roll me another percentile. Call it high or low.
I'm just gonna stick with high. 84.
Okay. Now roll me a d4.
I got a 3.
Okay. And okay. So you have great boots of chaotic haste or chaotic time warping.
Yeah.
You can cast this item, and it will affect 3 targets of your choice. However, you roll a percentile dice every time you cast it. From 0 to 33%, or 1 to 33%. You have a chance to slow each and every one of them. On a 34 to 66, you have them frozen in place. And a 77 to 100, or sorry, it should be 67 to 100. It will work normally, so it'll cast haste on them. They can choose to make saves if they want.
Can you repeat that again?
So you select 3 targets every time you use the boots. Those 3 targets will be affected by either on a percentile dice. They will either be affected by a slow. They will either be frozen in time, as if by time stop, or they will be hasted. So there's a 33% chance that each of them will trigger, from lowest to highest. Higher being better.
Okay.
Creatures, although, just to kind of inform everyone about the time stop effect, since it doesn't really work the same way as when you're affected by the spell. If you're affected by the time stop in this way, you can't take damage. Because you technically aren't suffering any damage if you get hit by anything.
And this lasts for a minute?
Yep.
And what's the DC? They want to not be affected.
The DC will be 18.
Mm-hmm. Wisdom save?
Wisdom save for the slow. Actually, it would be a wisdom save for all of them.
Okay.
So she will start making these boots, and eventually she finishes the painting. Then she puts on this special glove and reaches onto the painting and just kind of peels the boot off, and it stretches out and becomes fully material to the size that it needs to be.
Yeah.
And then she hands you the one boot, and you can feel that although its magic is contained in the boot, it seems to be pretty uncontrolled.
Yeah.
And then she'll hand you the other boot.
What was that name you gave it again?
I'll type it in the chat.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not the best typer, so that would help greatly.
And I'll just say it for everyone else's sake. It's called Great Chaotic Boots of Time Warping.
And it's for 1 minute duration?
The slow and the haste will, but the time stop will be its typical 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
The chat. And she'll look to everyone else, and she kind of pushes herself to turn herself to look back at everyone. Anyone else?
Sure, I'll go.
Good. What would you like to trade?
Just to clarify, I take it this is an action.
Yes. As if you're casting the spell.
Hmm.
So on top of already being chaotic, you have a chance to trigger the chaos table if you're in chaos zones.
Mm-hmm.
How about a decanter of endless water?
Is that what you want?
No, that's what I'm trading. What do you got?
Oh, well. I mean, what do you want it to become?
How about a decanter of endless magma? That could go wrong. Everybody should move back.
She says, that seems a little reckless, but hey, if you blow yourself up, it's not my fault. And she'll take it. She turns it into paint, and she starts painting this decanter. So, roll percentile and call it.
Hope for the best. All right. 73.
What'd you call it? You
You
have to call
high or
it.
low.
Oh, hi.
Well, roll it out. Roll it again.
Oh, my bad. I got a 34.
Okay, so it's chaotic. Call it and roll it. High or low?
I'm going to go high. And I got an 81.
Okay. Roll me another percentile.
All right. Do I need to call it?
No.
Okay. 59.
Okay. And roll me a d4.
I got a 3.
All right. So this thing is definitely not really coming out as intended. She hands it back to you, and it's hot. It's really hot to carry,
Okay.
and neither of you can actually hold on to it for very long, and you are forced to kind of just put it on the ground as intense energy crackles from it. Essentially, the magma is in there, but it can also shoot out electricity and acid.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, you can't pick which one it is,
Uh-huh.
so you have to roll a percentile dice to see which one you get.
Okay.
And it will always shoot out. It will always do the geyser effect. So it won't. You can't just pour acid out of it and then like a little bit. It'll always trigger the geyser effect.
Oh,
Okay.
snap. A geyser of magma.
Hell yes.
Essentially, they will all do 46 damage, and the DC is 18 to dodge. And I'm still kind of deciding what the chaos effect should be.
What about the
So-
percentile? The brackets.
I'm just going to use this one because this one could be fun.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So every time you use it, a loud bang with the strength of thunderous booms from above you, and a new roll for initiative has to be made by any person standing within 150 yards of you. So every time you use it, everyone has to re-roll new initiatives.
Even enemy?
Yes, even enemies. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I was just asking. Okay, so you said percentile dice. That's just to see if the chaos works or what?
No, that's the percentile will pick what element it is. So
Okay.
magma, acid, and electricity.
Okay, can you give me those
So-
brackets?
Okay, I guess I will have to write everything down.
0 to what, 33?
You have to roll the wisdom save after the effect is decided.
Okay.
So if it's a slow or haste, if it's a slow, they have to make the save as normal. If it's haste, they can choose to make the save. if they want to.
Mm.
Of course, that's normal.
Yeah.
But time stop will always affect them.
Okay.
And essentially, if it comes to triple encounters like that, it's going to look like. And the DC to avoid getting knocked back is 18.
Okay.
So, though you still have the issue of it's too hot to pick up.
Okay. I'll figure that out.
Oven mitts.
So 0 to 33% is magma.
Yep.
And then 34 to 67 is, you said, the lightning.
Yep.
And then the last one was acid, right?
Yep.
Sweet. Let's see what else I've got.
Oh, and fair warning, I can only give you 2 things.
Okay. Sounds cool. What can you do with the shield?
She gives you a blank look. What do you want it to do? And she takes the shield from you. This is a magical shield, right?
No, it's a plain shield.
She gives it back to you. I don't want that. Anyone else want something?
Scribe will hold up her gun. What can you do with this?
Is it a magic item?
Nope.
And not a whole lot. I mean, I can make one of those, but I can't just take a non-magical item and then turn it into something magical.
Oh. What can you make with a magical shield? After you're done with Scribe?
Sure.
You can make a magical one of these then?
Yep. I just need a magic item. Preferably one that doesn't have magical charges or isn't consumable. It has to be another permanent magic item.
Well, yeah. How about Boots of Elvenkind?
Sure. Should take the boots and make paint out of them.
Okay. So my boots are gone. All right.
All right. So, what do you want them to be?
A hand cannon. A magical one.
Okay, well, we'll see what we get. And she'll start painting this gun. Call me high or low, and roll me percentile.
High, and I got exactly a 50.
Okay. Roll it. Actually, we'll just say it's. Okay, so it's. We'll say it's low then. Or sorry, high. just because it's landed in the middle.
Okay.
Roll it again. Call it in high or low, and roll it again.
High, and I got an 84.
Okay. So, fortunately, not a whole lot. Nothing special about it. It came out as a stable item, so no chaos afflictions, and it comes out as a +3 item.
Damn.
So it's a +3 hand cannon.
Yep.
Okay, I can.
Harley will be so jelly.
I can. Holly's already a lot better than Scribe with a.
No, I'm just saying she'd be so jelly. +3 hand cannon.
Okay. Do I owe you something else then? If I want that,
No. You already gave it. I said it's more of a
just the
part of
boot.
Yeah, it's just a transmutation process.
Okay. Oh, all right. Well, thank you.
Aw, come on, Wood Elf. It's just for fun.
I don't know.
It hasn't hurt anyone yet.
I just recently lost all my magical items, really, and the ones that I have, I'm really close to. So,
Well, I can take other things.
I don't have a lot of things.
We'll see. And she kind of thinks about it, and she says, And she pulls out this little, what seems like a very little scope. She looks through it and looks at you. And she says, "Oh, you've got a lot of good in you. A lot of good. You know, we could use some of that."
What do you mean you could use some of good that I have in me? What?
Yeah, we can use your goodness to make an item.
I don't understand. How would I pay for that?
That is how you pay for it.
And what would that get me? Would that make me a worse person?
I mean, I imagine temporarily. I mean, if you make a good magic item out of it, I'm sure you end up just using it on your own, and it'll eventually just return to normal anyways.
No, I don't want to change my personality just for an item.
I mean, I'm not really changing your personality. I'm just changing how the cosmos sees you.
Well,
I mean, and who's
I'm
really
really
going to care
close
about
with
a little thing about like the cosmos?
Yeah, I'm really close with my goddess, and I don't think that would be a wise thing to do. So I'll just pass. I do have a short sword that I never use, but that's about it, and I don't even know what to ask for.
Is the short sword magical?
Yes, it is.
Gimme.
But for what? I don't even know what I would want.
Wand of healing?
No, I can do that on my own.
Yeah, but it's more of the same.
No, I don't need that, especially since I don't know. No.
She's kind of like looking to somebody to kind of try to help her out. Come on, there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone else is doing it.
Offer her candy and a ride in your van.
It's an elaborate ruse.
No, It might be a ruse, but I don't think there's anything elaborate about it.
Isn't there a staff or a wand of resurrection or something like that?
She says there is. I'm gonna need more than a +1 short sword for that.
Yeah, maybe
Artoria
I'll
will
just
shrug. She doesn't have anything to begin with, so she's not really.
maybe Artoria, do you want my short sword and then you can trade it in for something because I don't really need anything, so I'll just give that to you.
I couldn't take something that valuable from you. We're friends, so we're not. That's just not right.
Oh, that's fine. I'll give it to you. Here you go. And she like pushes the short sword into Artoria's arms. Like, go ahead. And I don't really know what I would ask for anyways. I'm really happy the way I am. But feel free to trade that. I don't need it.
Yeah, at this point, Arturia is just looking at this short sword that's been, I'm hoping, in a scabbard thrusted into her arms. Haha. And she's just going to be kind of looking at the. She's not a halfling, but you described her as one, did you not? And back to Myra, and then back to the halfling. And she's just going to like, are you sure?
And
This
Myra will
doesn't
make
sound very.
Myra will make this kind of shoving gesture with like both hands motioning towards her. Like, yeah, sure. You can go ahead and use that. I don't mind. Because I haven't seen you use a lot of magical items, so might as well use it if you have a wish or something in mind that you want to trade it for, because I don't really know what I want.
There's really the only thing Artoria really wants back is Excalibur.
Oh. I know that. But where are you talking about?
Do you mean in which realm?
Something like that.
I should have paid more attention in Merlin's studies.
Ooh. That certainly narrows things down. Not here. Not that one either. They didn't really have magic there. I think I have. I think I know which one you're talking about. Alright, give it over.
Okay, so she'll hand it over. And you can see a serious look of concern on Artoria's face at this point. It's like, all right, you got a plains traveler who knows what plane Artoria is from, or has a pretty decent guess, and is going to try to create Excalibur from a short sword. So she's kind of like leaned back a little bit, put her fingers in her ears like she's expecting an explosion or something.
Well, you're going to get a cheap rip of it, but it's going it's going to be a pretty good lookalike if you roll well enough.
Okay.
So, high or low? Roll percentile.
Fuck it. I'm just going to be random. Low. 24.
Okay. Now roll me. Make another call for high or low.
You want me to roll another percentile?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do high. It's 85.
Okay. Now, do you want Excalibur to have any effects?
Radiant damage would be nice, and finesse would be nice. Or maybe if it drew off of charisma instead of strength. I don't know if that's a thing, though.
Roll me a d4.
Okay. 1.
Okay. Now, I'm going to say... No. That's as far as I'm going. So...
Is that bad, is it?
No, it's actually really good. It's a stable sword. It's a +3 item.
Holy shit.
And it is essentially, but in all respects, it looks like Excalibur and does have the same weight and looks to it. And you said you wanted 3 effects for it. So which was divine damage, charisma mod instead of
strength. And I guess it was additional radiant damage and charisma strength. I don't think I asked for
anything else.
Well, I mean, like, the only other thing that I could think of would be
Finesse.
actually, yeah. Oh, that's right. I did ask for finesse, but if we're basing it off of charisma, it wouldn't matter.
So roll me another d4.
Okay.
Because that will tell me what you get.
1.
Okay. So when you're using your divine smite, you will get an additional 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So, and if you're hitting a fiend or undead with divine smite, it will do an additional 1d8 radiant damage, and that will stack on top of your divine smite.
Okay, so if I divine smite, it does an additional d8 of radiant damage per divine smite. But if it's against a fiend or undead, it'll do an additional 2d8 radiant.
So, as an example, if you use divine smite while using this kind of copycat Excalibur, you'll get your normal 2d8, and then you'll get an extra d8 on top of that from Excalibur. And if you hit a fiend with it, it will do the 3d8 that you normally get, and then it will do another 2d8, both from your divine smite and your copycat Excalibur.
Okay, cool.
And that's exactly what we'll call it, is the copycat Excalibur.
Okay.
Because despite it feeling the same, like its physical weight and appearance is the same, its majesty is kind of lost to it. It does have a presence, but it's not like,
it's not the moistened Bentu through the scimitar, etc., from Monty Python.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It doesn't really have anything. There's nothing in the wagon. Just some like small living quarter stuff.
No pool of radiance back there somewhere that you can like just kind of thrust the sword up out of and lob at Artoria.
No, she just pulls it out of this canvas and hands it to you. It's so strange.
I couldn't help it. I had to go there. Okay,
great.
well, thank you. Thank you, Myra. Are you sure you don't want me to?
Oh, no, I don't need it.
Okay. So is it in other aspects? Is it based off of charisma or is it based off of strength still?
It's based off strength skill.
Okay.
That was the other D4. So basically, you got one to 3 effects, but you could only come up with 2, and so I had you roll between the 2.
Oh, okay. So it does a D8 additional radiant damage when smiting. Sweet.
That is pretty cool looking, though. So, I think you got lucky.
Indeed. I think I did too.
That suits you really well, that sword does.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Now, is that everything, or does anyone want anything else?
No, I'll.
Can you
Artorias
give me a
already.
shield that'll hold my decanter? I'm not burning myself.
+1 oven mitts of shielding.
That would be funny.
Literally oven mitts.
Or a pouch fire resistance.
Oh my god, I could just see him walking around carrying this pot with huge oven mitts and just like, oh, really? You want to go? Okay. Magma fireball.
She says, I'll do you one even better.
Oh man.
And she just gives you this devilish squint.
Trading for the level.
She says, and a magic item. Don't worry, you'll like what I give you. Do you have another magic item?
Yeah, I have a decanter of magma.
That's not
the only thing I have is half plate +1.
Well, I don't think you can use that.
I think I have a gem of brightness. Yeah.
That'll work. Give me the gem.
Alright, I'll throw the gem.
Is it attuned to you currently?
Yes.
Okay. So, question before I do this. Do you want to give up your level?
Yeah, I'll trade the level for it.
Okay. She takes the gem and she says, too bad. Your god's going to be missing a really good specimen. And she drains, essentially, what little faith you have left in the divine. And she takes away a cleric level. She drains away a cleric level. What level? How much experience do you have? What level are you?
21. I am level 7. I have 2 levels in cleric at the moment.
Okay,
5
when's the
levels in
last
wizard.
time? What was the last level that you got your cleric level?
Just recently.
So 7th level?
Yeah.
All right. You are down back to 15 experience.
Okay.
Or however experience. Sorry, I should say you lose 6 experience.
Okay.
And she is going to put all of that faith that you had and this gem, and she's going to stuff it in the pot. And it turns into paint. A lot more paint than she was expecting. But she starts painting you this gauntlet. All right. High or low, 50%.
All right. Hi. I got a 34.
And you said high?
Yeah.
Okay. High or low again? Call it.
I'm going to go with high again. And I got a 100.
Ooh. Fortunately,
How
no
did you-
criticals, but that's good.
How did you roll the 100 though? Is it a 10 and a 0? Because that's only 10.
No, I got a 0 and the double zeros.
That is
That is 10.
1. 10. Yeah,
That's
that's 10.
10?
That's not 100. Yep, I got fucked over by that too.
So what's 100 then?
100
90
is
and a
90
10.
and 10.
100 is what?
90 and a 10.
Oh. Okay, well then I got 10.
Not that I've ever heard.
I thought it was always the all zeros.
gaming almost 40 years, and 2 zeros has always been 100.
Yeah,
You
see,
can't-
that's what I thought too, but there's an alternate or the other way of doing it, which is basically you get a 90 on the two number die, and then you get a 10 or a 0 on the one number die.
Okay.
90 plus 10 equals 100. That's I've always heard the same thing too, where if you're rolling the one with the two numbers and the one with the one number, and you've got like 3 zeros straight across, that's 100. But it's
But if you do it the other way, you'd never be able to roll a 90 then.
you'd be
Unless you
able
get
to
80.
by rolling an 80 with a 0. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah,
Okay. Can I?
Okay.
because if you do
Can I
it,
burn an
if you
inspiration
do
and
it
try again?
if you want, so you can re-roll it if you want.
Alright.
If you do it the other way with those two die specifically,
Mhm.
is that if you roll a 10, like you can't get less than 10. And in games where stabilization was handled with unconsciousness, where you need to roll 15% or less, you basically only had a 5% chance to succeed because you can't roll less than 10.
Yeah, you could if the first die was a 0. You count it as a 0 instead of a 10. It doesn't matter. It's
No.
your game tonight, and you're the DM, so you can do it however you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again. So I'll go with high again.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. And I got a 38.
Okay. Do you want to use another one or?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to fuck up too bad. Alright. I'm gonna stay with high. Okay, this time I got a 65.
Okay. Those don't really apply. So I'm gonna say roll me a d4.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay. Now roll me another d4. And then he muted himself.
Oh, yeah, I got another 4. Sorry.
Okay. So you're going to get basically an artifact.
Okay.
I didn't get far. I farted.
So you're going to get the Great Chaos Gauntlets of Destruction.
Of deception?
Of Destruction.
Okay.
And basically it's specifically designed to hold the decanter in a little slot above your hand, and basically you can activate it as your normal action. You don't have to pop it open. It's just basically on your hand.
So what you're telling me is he has like Boba Fett's little rocket launcher on his forearm thing.
Yeah.
But it's a random roll as to whether it's magma, lightning, or acid.
Yeah.
That is fucking badass. Greater chaos or not, that's badass.
It provides resistance to all three of those elements, and as well as provides you with brawny.
Okay. Say that again. You broke up for a second. The first part.
It will provide you with resistance to all three elements.
Okay.
That are normal for the decanter. So it is immune to the fire damage. Or sorry, is resistant to fire. Oh, sorry, gives you resistance to fire, lightning, and acid. Although it itself is immune to them. And its last effect is it gives you brawny.
So it turns them into paper towels.
No, I think he meant to say brownie.
No.
So
Brawny.
it turns them into a delivery method for cannabis?
We-
You can actually serve stuff on your shield. Here's your brownies.
Oh, that's not a shield. It's a gauntlet. It's like this big ass
It's
gauntlet.
oven mitts, I'm telling you.
That would be so funny.
Yeah, okay. Where'd you get Brawny from? Like one of the other?
It's a UA.
I hear it's the quicker picker upper.
It's
What's
a
that?
UA feat. It gives you
Okay.
1 strength, doubles your carrying capacity, and gives you expertise with athletics if you have it. If you don't, then it gives you athletics.
No, it just did. You say expertise or just proficiency?
If you have it already, then it gives you expertise.
Okay,
If you
I
don't, then it gives you proficiency.
Cool. Are these already attuned to me? Or do I have to attune to them?
That's how I would assume it's done.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. I'll have to think about that later.
Okay.
No, you don't have to. Oh, yeah, you have to attune to it, sorry. All the items here you have to attune to.
Okay.
Because they're basically a part of yourselves.
+1 to strength. 13 a +1 or +2? Let's do +1.
It's +1.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna read it back, make sure I got everything. So it's great chaos gauntlets of destruction. It holds a decanter on it. It's resistant. It's immune to those 3 elements, but it gives me resistance to fire, acid, and lightning. And it also grants me the brawny feat.
Yep.
Quilted quicker picker
And
upper.
to use the decanter, it's a bonus action or it's a regular action?
It's a regular action to use it. It's just that you don't have to use an item interaction to pull it out of your belt. It's just
Okay.
always attached to the gauntlet.
Okay. So it's just an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's a good trade-off.
Jesus, be careful where you aim it.
Yes. Actually, all right. All right. So it's just that one gauntlet, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's only for 1 hand. And again, it's considered an artifact, so it can't be suppressed or dispelled.
Damn.
Wait, is this copycat Excalibur? Is that considered an artifact too?
No, it's a
Oh,
copycat.
okay.
If she somehow reproduced an Excalibur here, it would be. I would have told you.
I was going to say, yeah, if she had actually reproduced the Excalibur, I would have shit my pants.
Yeah, essentially, in order to create an artifact on this, and you have to make both your calls, and then you have to roll a d4 on your effects, and then you have to roll another d4, which will allow you to. And if you roll 4 on that, it allows you to claim all the effects you listed.
Cool.
Aside, if you make the first call, but then fail all the rest, then you basically produce garbage. It's a magic item, but it's probably going to be cursed.
Ah, I see. So, If I understand correctly, that means none of the items that we ended up with are cursed.
So far.
Cool.
So they still, if they fail the DC 18, they still fall after they take the damage. As
Yeah.
the guys think.
Yeah, it's only the only thing that changed about it is that it does the damage and then it knocks people and does the damage obviously attributed to the one roll.
Mhm.
But after they take the damage, then they have to make the save.
Okay. And then everybody rerolls initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. People didn't hate me then.
So she says, "Well, that was nice. Lucky."
Yeah.
Who's
Some of it.
next?
Yeah. Artoria's not pressing her luck. Because she's pretty sure she'd get a whammy on the next one.
Come on, Archmage.
What can you make using only platinum?
Well, I can make a consumable item, or if you want to put a lot of money into it, I can make some sort of wand.
How much is a lot?
How much do you get?
How much do you need?
Well, I need about 500 platinum to make a wand. And for just a potion, I just need 50.
He'll reach into his bag of holding and pull out 500 platinum.
She just leans it over the pot, the clay pot. She says, "I'm not moving that. I have little arms."
He'll put it in the pot.
Okay, as it rolls in, it turns to paint. She starts painting, I'll say just a staff. Although it'll function like a wand. Alright. Call it.
Low.
Okay, and then roll.
Yeah. Oh. I went low and it was high. It was 74.
Okay. Now call it and roll again.
Let's see, high. 97.
Okay. Now, what spell do you want on it?
I did not think that far.
Liquid magma.
How about
Resurrection.
true resurrection?
Oh. Ooh, no, wait. For more
Teleport circle?
randomness, reincarnation. For true randomness. You want real chaos?
True
Yeah,
polymorph.
chaos and then
Detect magic.
yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, what's that one?
I failed the first roll.
It
It's
makes
going to be a
stuff.
crap. It's going to be a crap. Like you said, if you fail the first roll, it's a crap item. So I don't want to make a crap. I hit a wand of resurrection because
That's
No,
why I
that's
said
very good.
reincarnation. I mean, because then it would be true fuckery, no matter which way you looked at it.
Speaking to the church, brother. Speaking to the church.
I can't help it, sorry.
Okay.
Like,
Roll me a percentage and call it.
since it seems all of them seem to be high, I'm going to call high. Which it's low. it's 23. See, that's why I didn't go with the high level spell.
Okay. And roll me another percentile and call it.
Low 45.
Okay. So it's a wand. It's a greater wand of detecting magic. You can use it as many times as you want throughout the day. However, the chaos magic has affected it, and it only has a 15-foot radius. And actually, I'm going to go roll a chaos effect now because that is affected by it as well.
Well, here we go.
Run! Get to the chopper!
No, don't do that.
Don't do what? Run away?
Oh,
No, not old Schwarzenegger.
well, can't give you that one.
Deck of many chaotic things. What the fuck?
What was that one?
Ring.
Oh.
Okay. So, never mind. The chaos effect changed how the spell is. So, the wand is a greater wand of detecting the mundane.
Told you it was going to be a bad item.
Oh man, that would have been. Oh man, that would have been funny as hell as a reincarnation wand.
Unalive.
Okay, stand back. I'll reincarnate him. And you hit him on the wand, and the wand just kind of bends back up, grows two eyes and a mouth, looks at the person wielding it, and goes, "No."
It turns out it's the person you resurrected.
The person you were trying to reincarnate is reincarnated as the wand.
like in the ring of man shielding, soul's just trapped in the wand now.
You're right. Used to be alive. Stop putting me in a pocket. Damn it. It stinks in here. Quit farting. Take a shower.
That's how we could carry our archmage around instead of a rock.
So the upside would be is that you learn what the object is.
What is this? Chair,
A chair.
you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck, that's a chair, don't you know?
Well, it is actually a little useful because it can penetrate barriers.
That's what she said.
But it only works on non-magical objects, doesn't it?
Yeah, so you can tell if people are hiding behind barriers.
A window, you fucker! That's a window! Stop asking me!
Something tells me there's a person behind here. Hey. Well, duh. That's a window.
Wait a second. What's the range on this thing?
Wasn't it 15 feet?
Oh, God, no, that's not. I'll just knock on the door and find out.
Right?
Are you the assassin sent here to kill me? Yeah? Hey, I'm leaving.
No, not me.
Honey, where'd you put the slippers? Ding!
Oh, yeah. Damn, lost my keys again. Where's the
right?
Yeah.
So she'll give you the wand and she'll just shrug at you and she'll say sorry about that. I mean, that is still a pretty good use. Find random shit.
Find random shit. Amaze your friends. That's how it completely is. Oh, dude, where's my car?
Honey, where's my super suit?
I just hope your car's within 15 feet of you.
And like
What-
an airport parking lot. Where's my car? Dude, I don't fucking know. This place is huge.
Gold is
Ooh.
mundane, isn't it?
No, I might think of a use for it. If you're blinded, you could use it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's
it
my
did say
dick?
you could sense
Where's my
things.
dick?
Damn, bumped into the bed again.
Detecting the mundane. It's like, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to use the wand, and then you're going to need it because you are blinded by
Yeah.
how brightly everything glows.
Oh.
I was hoping more people would get consumable items.
I'm blind drunk. I need to know where the toilet is.
The outhouse. Where's the outhouse?
Lord.
Yes, gold is mundane.
I thought you
There
said
you
you
go.
couldn't. I thought she said she couldn't take like potables and stuff.
She couldn't take what?
Like potions and things.
She said she could make them, but she needs like objects.
Oh.
So items that are more permanent, like boots and swords,
Oh, okay.
need similar objects.
Well, I've got a potion of stone giant strength. Can you do anything with that?
Sure. What do you want done with it?
Something more useful to me than a potion of stone giant strength.
She says, "Well, I'll try." So she'll take the potion and
Sure,
put it in the
I'll
pot.
give it to her.
All right. Okay. Call it. Roll me.
Hi. And I got a 59.
You're
Okay.
gonna get a potion of visibility. You just
So
Best line ever.
it's stable. That could be useful because you could throw it on somebody who is invisible,
Yeah, like a dust of appearance.
Yeah.
except it's a little more painful.
and it's got the flow only you can drink it.
Except you have to hold them down and make them drink it.
Yeah.
Here, drink this, you invisible fool. So I can see.
So roll me another percentile and call it.
Oh, okay. Hi. I rolled a natural 1,
Okay.
and I called hi. Great.
Okay. So did you decide what the potion does yet? Or
No, I thought she was going to do that.
okay. So we'll leave it to group vote. What the fuck is this potion gonna do?
Does it still have to be drank and consumed?
Yes.
Oh, potion
Okay, go ahead.
of well, Scribe's biggest thing is that she doesn't care about other people. Potion of compassion. She has to make like a fucking charisma save or something.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, Scribe's not going to drink that.
Oh. Okay, so we'll say potion and polymorph.
Oh, that's nice.
No? Nay? Yeah, nay?
Potion and nepotism, maybe?
Oh, what good spells are there in here?
Is the one considered? Is the effect considered casting a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no, he's so sad.
It's basically useless.
It is. Except if
what's
you're looking for
well,
the horse.
Well, I gave her a potion of giant strength, so it could be like a potion of halfling strength.
What about pushing the people?
So you didn't call the second one. Okay. So you just want it to be strength related still?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
I didn't really want to keep the potion I had. I just wanted to see what she'd come up with.
Okay. Well, since you gave her that.
Potion of mean face. You fear everyone around you.
What, stone giant? Yes.
Yeah, potion of cause fear. That would.
Yeah, that would suit Scribe.
Ooh, I just had a bad idea. If
Oh fuck.
I just had a bad idea.
well, a minute ago we were talking about a rod of resurrection that like did the opposite of a rod of resurrection. I thought, yeah, Scribe's a revenant.
Potion of unaliving.
She is unalive.
Well, potion of realiving.
That's resurrection.
Well,
Potion
doesn't-
of unrevenantedness.
potion of anti-scribing. Or
Uh,
rescribing. Potion of rescribing.
Potion of bad writing.
okay.
Gives you a -5 to animal handling.
Let's go with.
What about potion of fiend friendship?
Okay, let's go with Mordekainen's magnificent mansion.
Uh-oh. Okay. A potion of Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
And
What
it's
is
not
that?
finished yet. It's not finished yet. So roll me a percentile dice and tell me what you get.
Okay. Oh, just the opposite. A 100.
Okay.
Was it a 90 and a 10?
No, it was a 100 on my D100.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I guess you could just roll that. All right.
I like they have a D100. Like, literally. That's awesome.
Okay, so it was a stable item. So it is when you drink it, it will create a Mordekainen's magnificent mansion behind you. It is twice as large as it normally would be and can house twice as many creatures. However, it is weak, it is diminished. So it only comes with 2 servants rather than as many servants as you need. And it doesn't come with everything that you would want. It doesn't come with... So always, when you drink it, it'll be missing something ridiculous, like
Bathrooms.
blankets, bathrooms. Like, you have to go back outside to go potty. Sorry, guys. No bathroom.
No chairs. Or no beds. You have to sleep on the floor because it's an 8-hour spell, is it not?
Well, is there carpet on the floor?
Of course not. They're stone floors.
Okay.
Wow.
So basically, it
Good.
will be missing something. And I'll say it's always missing food. So when you drink it, there won't be any food inside, so you can't eat.
Well,
You have
can
to
you
bring
eat
your own
inside,
food.
or yeah, that's the question. Can you bring your food, or is it like a theater? Like you're not allowed to bring.
you can bring it in there. There just won't be any in there.
Okay.
So it's essentially it's only used for resting, which I mean that's typical, but you can't get anything to eat or drink out of there, like you normally could.
Okay.
And there's only 2 servants, so if somebody else is using the servants, then you're fucked.
Okay.
And she says, so we already have 2 people that have their 2 items, or 3 people that have their 2 items.
But if this thing appears in front of me or behind me, oh, that's interesting.
I mean, technically, you could lay on your back and drink it, and it would appear on the floor.
I was thinking more like if I was standing in front of my dragon and turn my back on it and then drink the potion.
It's
Dorothy
the pocket
much?
dimension. It's not an actual thing. It's a pocket dimension.
I know.
No, it'll create the door. 'Cause it does manifest the door to walk through. So if you could technically do that to take full cover from a dragon breath.
Well, yeah, something like that.
You're just standing there facing a dragon. You're like, I never thought this would come in handy until now.
See you guys in 8 hours. Have fun.
Gotta take a nap. Hey, Wand, where's my keys?
All right, so Myra and Artoria, you two are the only people who haven't either used theirs or who haven't or have one left.
They can use the wand to bargain.
I mean, nothing stops you from giving them items to trade in.
Yeah. I'll give Artaria the wand to use.
The wand of detecting the mundane.
Yeah.
Okay, she'll take it back if you don't want it.
Oh lordy! All right. So
Worth 500 platinum ever.
well,
That
the
was
question
5,000
becomes.
gold, mind you.
Well, the doesn't the question become if it's cursed and you use it again, does it like? Well, I mean, like the chaos effects, do they stack or?
No, basically it's transmuted, so it becomes a totally different item.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, sure. Artoria will give it a shot.
Okay.
Call
it no.
You want hundreds. I gotta figure out what to turn it into, right?
Well, it's a wand, so it has to be wand-like or staff-like.
Like okay, so not trying to be difficult here, but when you say wand or staff-like, do you mean like wands or staffs that are found in the DMG or whatever?
Basically, it has to have charges, and it has to use those charges for something. Typically, to use spells.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just trying to get in my head like what is available, if you will. So would a staff of like I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, what about a staff of the woodlands? Is that possible?
No, because the staff that you have is more like a wand to begin with.
Oh, okay. So we need to think more along the lines of wands. What about a wand of the war mage? Is that possible, or is that no good because it doesn't require expenditure of charges?
I'm gonna say no. Because it
Was that a no to the first part or a no to the second part?
No to the wand of the war mages.
Oh, okay.
You can always shoot for a wand of wonder.
I don't know what that is.
The magic item that.
Yeah.
Does that have charges?
Has charges. And when you use it, you have to roll a d100 to determine what spell you're using.
Oh, so it's like chaos fuckery on top of chaos fuckery.
Yeah.
What about a wand of polymorph?
That works.
Okay. You want call and then roll, right?
Yep.
All right. High. And I got a 78.
Okay.
Low. And I got a 36.
Okay.
Now what? I forgot.
So, no, it functions normally, as intended.
All right, cool.
It has 1d6 plus 1. It has 7 charges. It recovers 1d6 plus 1 on every turn. It casts Polymorph.
Every turn?
Or, sorry, every day.
Okay. I was like, holy crap, cool!
And essentially, it's what you'd expect of normal wands.
Of polymorph?
Yeah. So it casts
Okay.
Polymorph. It casts, you can, so you spend a charge to cast Polymorph. When you run out of charges, you have to roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it breaks. If you roll a 20, it recovers a charge.
Ooh.
And if you roll anything else, it just doesn't break.
Wait.
DC 18 if he's casted on a non-compliant target.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come on, Wood Elf.
I don't know. I only do have this one item, but that's really all I can do. And well, that is this, and she'll take it off her head. That's that's the helm of comprehending languages, and it would be really great if I could not only understand and read languages, but also communicate with them.
Well, she can't do both.
No, it already lets me comprehend languages, so read and understand, but I would like to also speak the languages.
But you want a helm of comprehending tongues.
I don't know, maybe. What is that?
She says we'll try.
Yeah.
If you want to risk it.
Yeah. Well, helm of comprehend languages basically casts the spell comprehend languages. Basically, you want to add the spell tongues in there as well. So
Okay,
cast both those spells.
Yeah, so that when I activate it or use it, that like I can understand the language and I can speak it as well and read it.
Okay, we'll try. And she'll take the helmet and she'll put it in the pot.
Oh no, I'm gonna regret this. Oh
Okay.
no.
Call, high or low, roll percent.
Hi. Got him. 97.
Okay. Roll it again.
Low. 32.
Okay. And yeah, that's essentially it. So you get exactly what you want. It's a stable helmet of comprehend languages and tongues. You can activate it. Can't activate both at the same time, but you can activate one or the other.
And it works for any language as well?
Well, you can only, like I said, you can only activate one or the other. So comprehend languages lets you read, lets you understand. Tongue lets you speak.
Yeah, and the helm does not have limited charges. It just like says for an hour. It doesn't have charges, so I can switch between back and forth.
No, the helm doesn't have a restriction. The spell has a restriction. All the helm does is cast the spell. That's all it ever does.
Right. But the can you hear the thunder?
Yes.
No. Well.
It only lasts as long as the spell does.
Yeah, it lasts for an hour. So if I have the helm cast this one spell and then the other one, wouldn't it overlap?
No, because I don't think tongue needs a concentration. I'm just saying that you can only use one or the other. So because the helm can only do one or the other.
Well, but with the helm, I can cast like within the matter of minutes, like switch back and forth between spells, right? Because that's not consuming any
Be able
slots.
to do it in a matter of seconds.
What?
Casting a spell takes 6 seconds.
Oh my god!
Okay, so that's cool. So I can switch back and forth between speaking and understanding. So that's really cool.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I already had written down like how many inspiration I could use to reroll. Okay, thank you. I'm done.
She says, "Oh." She looks at everyone. She says, "And that's it?" She says, "I think you guys can do one more. Come on. Give her something."
I'll go again if you want.
She says, "Well, you can give her something to do it."
What?
I got nothing else. What?
Me?
Who?
Yes.
No. Why? I'm done.
Nope.
No, I don't. This helm is really going to be helpful. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you.
Okay, well, if none of you have anything left,
I only have consumables left.
she says, "I can work with those."
The only thing Artoria has is a bag of holding, and she's not really wanting to give that up.
I give Mira the paper goat.
No.
You said consumables work. It's consumable.
Yes.
Is it a consumable or 21 consumables?
It is one consumable that has an effect that does that attacks 21 times.
Oh my, it is so lovely. Look at this tiny goat. Why would you destroy that?
He's going to get a mead notebook.
Each page is going to be a picture of a goat and certain type of goats or not.
Papers of goat riding.
Goat stationery.
Okay. She's just looking at you now, Myra. You have this little paper origami goat.
Oh no, that is way too cute. I cannot do that. And she gives it back to Adrin. Do you keep that and place it somewhere nice? It would look pretty nice on the shelf.
Just do it.
No. Actually, you would have to put it on a boat. Only elves can go on shelves, so only goats can go on boats.
I don't understand that. Why can we only go on shelves? I mean, I live in a treehouse, but I don't have a shelf. I don't think so.
Yeah. If you don't use the goat, I'm going to take it and tear it.
Why would you do that?
Goat business cards.
Don't.
Hey, it's consumables for consumables, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want a deck of mini goat faces.
Yes.
21 emotions to place on your enemies.
Please just use it. It's not an item that I ever think of or probably will ever use.
He gets a real goat.
That would
She
be
says,
funny.
"I think you could get a potion of resurrection."
A potion of resurrecting goats.
Do you want to be resurrected, Scribe?
Do what?
Do you want to be resurrected?
Not necessarily.
I mean,
I don't have to worry about it.
well, yeah, I guess.
If I die, I'll just come back a day or so later.
In somebody else's dead body.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yes, that's not creepy at all.
My luck, it'll be Remus.
What the fuck? He's not that bad of a guy. God damn it.
He's also not technically dead.
No, but if he
no,
died,
he's also not bad. Yeah. Bad.
like if he and Scribe were both killed in the same battlefield, and Scribe woke up the next day in Remus's body, that would kind of suck.
That would
Remus
creep
would
Misha off a
force-
lot.
Remus would force resurrect himself with stupidity.
Wait, I didn't die? What the hell is this bullshit?
Yeah.
I ain't dead yet.
How dare
That
you
would
die?
be kind of funny.
You can't die in me, die. Fuck you.
So, Adrian is just gonna push Mira towards the woman.
Don't push me. Well, can you make something? I was thinking about giving you this since I'm not using it anyway, but does anyone else want something? Because I really don't need this one item I was thinking about, but I have no idea what to make of it.
I
Well,
could
there's
use
the
someone's
consumable
bitch.
books.
Oh, I
Why-
have a circlet of blasting that I don't really use.
Why
Not
don't
really.
you use it as you get 21 goat servants to help around the sanctuary for a day?
No, I have enough
Just like
help.
if
I
they're
can do this.
gardeners.
I can do
Except
this
they
with my
eat
sister.
everything.
Huh?
How much?
The goat gardeners that eat everything.
That's why I wanted goat.
The goat gardeners.
That would be pretty damn funny.
But about Goats of Fury, instead of them coming down out of the sky, they all appear in karate
Could you-
kis and just start punching.
Could you
They
make
don't
something?
punch.
Oh, I've got it. The goats, there's
21
7
punch.
in each Huey. The goats come riding in on 3 UH1 Hueys.
Yes.
And the lead Huey is playing Flight of the Valkyries. And they fast rope out of the Hueys as they headbutt the target.
Yes.
Oh, I have
Or
an
they could be
idea.
shot as a rocket. They could be shot out of the Huey as
What's
rockets.
your
Can
idea?
you turn this circlet of blasting into some sorts of a magic device that makes water appear? Like, is in sort of the spell I create food and water?
Oh, you mean like a decanter of endless water?
No. So it can. What is
Oh.
that?
That
There,
would be a tornado type alarm thingy.
we got a flash flooding the room.
What? What? Are we
Yes.
gonna die?
Yes.
No.
Oh shit!
No.
No, I don't want a tornado.
Stop.
I thought this was a
Stop.
thunderstorm.
It's
I was
not-
promised thunder and lightning. What the fuck? No tornado.
It's not a tornado. Calm the fuck
I
down.
was promised thunder and lightning. What the fuck?
Trade the fucking goat for a fucking 21 pills to chill the fuck out.
No can do. If this alarm goes off, I'm gone. I'm fucking gone.
Not gonna flood in your house. You've had it rain before. Did it flood your house up?
All right. Get over yourself.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
Well,
How about
Okay.
a
in a device I can create food or water.
Okay.
how about a basket?
Roll me percentile and call it high or low.
Hi. 63.
Okay. Roll it again. Call.
That worked really well the last time, so I'm gonna go with low. That's a 79. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that if that's allowed.
Sure.
And
I love eating everyone's inspirations.
huh?
I love eating everyone's inspirations.
Right. And I'm gonna call. What am I gonna call? I'm gonna call high because I'm gonna die. Are you fucking kidding me? That's like legitimately a 1. No.
That's okay because you didn't have to roll that yet.
What? What?
I didn't say you had to roll it again.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. 1 roll was enough. That's awesome.
Hmm. Well, I mean, you re-rolled it and you got
Well, you
low.
said.
So
Oh yeah.
all right.
We're so fucked. So fucked.
Roll me
I can't.
percentile.
Oh, do I have to call as well?
No.
Thank you. No, no. Oh no, come back. 41.
Okay. And roll me a. Nope, that's it. Okay, so you have a stable circlet of greater create food and water. You can only use it. You can use it 3 times a day, and you can create 90 pounds of food and 60 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 30 humanoids or 10 steeds for 48 hours.
Wow.
The
Can it be
food,
used to Can it be used to basically extinguish like wildfire?
no, because you picked the wrong spell.
Fuck. Well, that's what I wanted to do with it. God damn
Okay,
it.
then I'm going to change it, and it's going to be greater, create or destroy water.
Huh. That's better.
So you can either, so it's still going to have the same thing. It's going to have 3 charges. It's going to have a 60-foot range. And you can either create water, which is you can create up to 20 gallons of clean water within range in an open container. Alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 60-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area.
That's awesome.
And the other half of the spell, which is destroy water, you can destroy up to 20 gallons of water in an open container within range. Alternatively, you can destroy fog in a 60-foot cube within range.
Does it do any damage against water elementals?
Specifically up to the water elementals, I think it does, but that's all. It'll be the same effect.
Okay.
And it does have charges? Do they fully restore the next day, like at dawn?
At dawn.
Okay, that's really cool. Thank you.
Darn you, inspirations.
That's why we have them. I don't want to fucking wand of mundane items of detect the mundane.
It was all totally useful.
Where's my keys?
Exactly.
Right.
So she says, no, everyone has used up their abilities here. Now I could stay and wait for other people, but if they're anything like you guys, that's really time consuming.
Well, thank you for coming and have a good trip. Thank you. That is where you exit.
Wow. I can see why nobody likes you.
Hey, thanks for the shit. Get the fuck out.
She walks over to the kind of bison like steed pulling her wagon, and she gets inside the little carriage that is being pulled behind it. So there's like a carriage behind the bison, and then there's the wagon attached to the carriage.
Oh wait, we never asked your name.
Yes, you did.
Oh, what's your name? Oh, Celsa. I'm sorry.
And you can't even say it right.
No, neither can you without looking it up.
I know my own name.
Oh yeah, what is it?
I just said it. My name is
sorry.
Cicely.
What?
Cicely's.
Sicilies.
I'm leaving now. And I hope your little sanctuary burns.
Oh, harsh.
Oh, that is
Closes
not
her
nice.
door.
I'm sorry.
And the bison and the rest of the wagon falls through this blue portal.
Okay, that was weird.
Oh, I don't want it to burn. Good thing I have the circlet now. So if it burns, I can put it out. Some of it, hopefully.
Maybe.
So, that's all that was really happening with this game.
Adventure.
3 XP, 5 experience, 5 inspiration, and 60 million platinum pieces.
Yep.
None of
2
those things.
hours later.
This little event was just something I did because I wanted to change the pace of the game. We were always on adventures, and I wanted to kind of throw something at everyone that wasn't an adventure. It was just kind of one in a lifetime thing.
That's pretty cool. And Artoria now has, thanks to Myra, now has an actual sword that she can use against resistant creatures.
Yay, the copycat Excalibur.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate it.
And,
Does it have like
yes, you go.
made in China stamped on the hilt or something?
No, there's very small flaws in it that you know isn't part of the real one. I would say it's stuff like it's not meant to be so extravagant, the weapon, and you see like some of the paint marks are like smeared.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
Man, but the helm is really OP. Like that you can speak and comprehend any language is really awesome. Even if it's like with time delay. That's really cool.
Yes, but that's not always something you want.
Why not?
You'll find out next time.
Well, what are the downsides of those items? Like, are they cursed now? I mean, we won't find out until we use them, duh. But I mean,
No,
you can
none
tell
of
us.
None of them wound up cursed. Except for the one, which was the Decanter of Endless Destruction. Which was every time he uses it, it explodes and everyone has to reroll initiative.
Oh.
That would be that's going to be funny as hell.
And also really annoying for the people who have to make lists.
Oh my god, that is me! Oh my fucking god, I did not think about that. Oh,
So
fuck.
play rough every game that you're in.
No, can you please fucking just bench Ralph forever?
No.
He's
God
just like,
damn it.
He-
I
But
did
He
not think
barely
about it.
plays Ralph anyway, so
Yeah, that's gonna change now, just to fuck with it.
Oh, there goes my weather alarm. Be right
alright, so
back.
apparently people are going to die. So I'm going to end the broadcast here. So
We're all
thank
gonna
you.
die.
Thank you all for joining this little random thing. Everyone got really lucky with their items.
Well, I feel truly, truly lucky for getting the flash flood warning instead of a tornado warning. So,
Thanks. Okay. Thank you.
no,
I
what?
appreciate it.
No. Chapo said that you guys have a flash flood.